And here we are. Let's go. This first room is storage stuff, slash stuff that we need to donate. Our space has these gorgeous, gorgeous skylights. It provides a bunch of natural light in here, and I don't even need to turn the lights on most of the times. It's really, really nice. All of our lumber right now on this big wall that is built for our next attraction, which we will talk plenty more about later. But this is where we're storing our lumber. This stuff is on the way out. But this is our workspace where we mainly cut a lot of lumber, assemble things. It's just a big open space with the workbench over here, which I have this nice little light on it just so I can see everything all pretty. Milwaukee tool bench, thanks to my parents. This is some tech storage area that we've condensed to one rack somehow, but there's fog machines, speakers, cables that I need to grab are right there. And yeah, lights and stuff are in that top bin, but just tried to condense as much of it as possible. This over here is the plug it up station. Everything's labeled, not fully. This is our Pico FX and just Peekaboo locker. All the goodies are in there. Foot pedals, push buttons, CPU cables, aux cords, plug it in station. And of course, lockers from Carrie and my grandmother's grandfather clock. I feel like we can call it a grandmother clock. And she's living in here, gracing me with her spirit every day. So these are the ladders. As you can see, very interesting, right? But as you come into the space more and more, you'll see a big old wall. This is for our next haunt. This is for whatever's to come next. We're testing out some trigger effects as well. So we just have this foot pedal up here. Ooh, it's so exciting. I just play with this all day with Ryan. And this is a giant hallway that we've already built out. Super exciting. We'll go over all the haunt stuff in another video, so I'm just gonna focus on touring around the space a little more. Right here, we're storing all of our flats for now that we clearly still have to like sort through. This in here is something really fun and interesting. So over here we have paint storage area slash cleaning and like trash storage. I just really tried to be as minimal as possible when organizing and just keep everything that I need. So like this is all just stuff that I will come to just grab for paint stuff, joint compound stuff, her latex, what have you. So all that paintery stuff is over here. This is the back of. Over here we have storage just for props for the haunt. Right here, we're just storing even more scraps of flat. We're gonna head on up there to our little loft area, but first, this is a little collage of some of my favorite little signs. Resurrection, Wendigo, Carrie, woohoo! And also, speaking of Carrie, we still have the bucket up there from prom, from MHP prom, huh? Yeah, she's never leaving. There's a few like staple set pieces and props that will always stay up, and the Carrie bucket is one of them. So let's go up. This area up here is my favorite. It's where we can come up, unwind, look at previous masks that we've had, Gucci wallpaper, which I don't ever want to say again. Babadook is always here. But yeah, this is the computer area. We have some props on display here. This is actually, these props here are from the Evil Dead 2013 maze in Hollywood. Larry Bones, It's the tongue split Mia from the house. This is like favorite props ever on the top shelf. I needed a place to store all the Funkins, and as you can see, the beams are just the perfect spot for them. They haven't budged. You'd think they would like roll off. They haven't budged. Unless there was a big California quake, I'm sure they would. Funkins are so hard to store, so lucky me, and I get to stare at them all year. Whee! Back here up in the loft, I'm storing some of the more expensive tech. So down there will be all the EVs, all of the expensive speakers, and some TVs, and some more speakers. So that's just some more expensive stuff, just to keep it out of the dusty work area down there. Audrey Tooey, just sitting up here with Babadook. So my favorite time of day to chill up here is at night after a long day. So let me show you what that looks like. There's also a little guest check-in, Tower of Terror Easter egg throughout this whole place. This is one of them where I can put my keys and stuff. And yeah, this is really the safe haven of the studio. This little area down here under the stairs is another little storage area. We have OnlyFans down here, storage of on-the-go stuff, shop vac, props back there, table saw, Nimbus dry ice fogger, which is the biggest ripoff ever, but yeah, this is a little storage area for now. Some windows that I need to get rid of. But yeah, this is the bulk of the space, really. We have a secret little forest up there, and then there's my car is right up there. That's where I park it every day. I'm never getting rid of this. It's kind of dock effect. Yeah, this was the Shook Forest. All gone. But this is the final little room that I haven't shown yet. This is the heavily immersive bathroom that we've created. So wasn't that just riveting? So that's really it for this tour. Oh, missed her. Hi, sweetie. There's Lepsa, the snake from Resurrection, always up there reminding me where I started with cardboard. So yes, this gorgeous room is where we park and throw stuff away. This was also the queue for Shook with the neon rope and the pink skull. Such a pretty building. Researching more behind Washington Boulevard and Arlington Heights, which is the area where we are located, I actually discovered that this area used to be really popular throughout the 1920s and up to the 1950s. The old railway used to run down the street, and there used to be a ton of theaters, nightlife, shops. Although most of the original buildings and architecture is now completely changed, there are quite a few buildings that have remained the same. For example, on the corner of Washington and Arlington, that building has remained pretty much untouched. They just covered up a few windows. And if you look to the very left of this photo, that is actually our studio. It looks like it says garage, but it's kind of hard to find the exact history behind the ownership of this building, but I will keep digging. The fun fact that I discovered while researching this was that next door to us, it used to be a theater, a 792-seat theater called the Arlington Theater, and it opened in 1923, and then it turned into a roller skating rink. I believe in the 1950s, then completely changed to what it is now, which is a furniture making store. I love researching LA and just historic buildings and locations, but it's also really sad because you see what it used to be like, and what it is now is just the farthest thing from glamorous or fun and inviting. So it's a little bit sad. It's cool to be in an area that does have a lot of old LA history. That's one of the reasons why I love LA so much. And I just hope to just keep the magic of this street, or what it once was, going in my tiny little place here on Washington Boulevard.